I am Pritipal from class of 2006. I am presently Vice President and Chief Projects and Development at Life Care Private Limited, Bombay. I take care of hospital projects from concept to commissioning. I have been out of ISB for 10 years, and during 10 years using ISB learning, I think I have been able to make a lot of difference in the healthcare sector. When I was in Max Healthcare, I remember I did 8 hospital projects and increased bed strength from 700 to 2100. So that was a threefold growth for the organization. I'm given to understand that nowhere in healthcare sector so many hospitals have been done in such a short time. 5 of these hospitals, they even became green hospital, which is a kind of an achievement in India. No healthcare group has so many green hospitals in their portfolio. In fact, we did 2 hospitals with in public-private partnership with Government of Punjab. As you are aware, many of the PPP, public-private partnership projects, do not even see the light of the day, but these were true success that we achieved. I was in Naval Architecture cadre in Indian Navy, wherein my primary role was design and construction of ships and submarines. Another thing that happened in the Navy, I worked very closely with L&T, which is a private sector shipyard, jointly doing nuclear submarine projects. So about 16 years of exposure to L&T and the corporate setup. Somehow, I along the way thought that perhaps if I move out to corporate sector, I can also do equally well. It was always deep down that I need to pursue MBA at some point in my life. I could not pursue it earlier because I was bound by my permanent commission with the Navy, which is to serve for minimum 20 years. And once I completed my permanent bond with the Navy, I came to know that ISB gives admission to students with work experience. ISB helps you to get a lateral position in the industry, and then you acquire leadership position, and that is where the difference comes, when you pursue MBA from ISB. So it fitted my scheme of things very well. I started my career at the age of 20. The way I thought about it, I considered my work life of almost 40 years. Now, if I were to spare 1 year of my work life for pursuing higher education and get a good career in the corporate sector, I thought it would be the best thing that can happen to me. So I was very sure that I would do well at ISB. As regards mixing up with the students and my classmates, I think there was no problem. As far as coping up with studies were concerned, I have generally been a high scorer, in my school as well as in college. So there was no challenge. My participation in placement committee was very interesting. I found it was one activity which not only improved my knowledge and it gave me a lot of self-satisfaction, but it also helped my course mates, in getting good jobs in the industry. ISB truly makes you future ready, and particularly persons of my background, who come from armed forces. What happens in our country, many of us have the capability, but then we do not get the right opportunity. Now, ISB really prepares you and, equips you with the language, with the tools, with the knowledge that, your acceptance in the industry when you move out, you acquire the capability that are truly required in a corporate setup. Now, MBA for persons of my background who come from armed forces is very critical. You do not have time to settle down. And since you do not come with business background, it's very essential that you understand all the fundamentals and you are able to perform from day one. And that is where your MBA knowledge comes very handy. Biggest source of strength was my wife, who wholeheartedly supported me. And I moved to campus with my 2 school-going children. One of them was in 9th class and second one was in 5th class. So everybody supported me, and it worked out well. Well, the key takeaways, primarily the knowledge. That is why you come to ISB, and the network you develop. And third thing is the confidence that you carry from ISB. It's up to you as an individual, how best you want to make use of the stay at ISB. It's truly transformation. You can imagine, as I was given to understand, perhaps I got the best job when I passed out from ISB. I got a very interesting role with Apollo Hospitals Group, wherein they hired me as Chief Operating Officer Projects, which is a very senior position, and since then I have been maintaining always a leadership position in whichever corporate that I have joined. ISB gives you the ideal word for the 1 year duration that you are in, and if you were to ask my wife, she would say perhaps it was the best phase in her life.